Hey YouTube, this is Dr. Wanda and I'm seated with...
Gia.
Okay, so this is the Sunday before my official anniversary. Okay, so tomorrow, which happens to be Valentine's Day, is actually my third anniversary with Isaac. And so Gia said, "Oh, we can sit down and talk about that." She actually has given me a Valentine's Day gift. Let me share my baby's Valentine's Day gift to you. She came in with her little envelope.
The camera
and she made it.
Down. Yeah, I did it with my hand and tape.
Okay, got the little heart right there. And then inside of it, she gave me a simple letter.
I love you, Mom.
I love you, Mom, with a lot of her little designs. And I'm one of them parents. I love, and to this day, I've always loved the children's authentic cards and letters, and I've held on to even my other children's stuff. And then she also gave me, she saved and she gave me
6 CDs.
She gave me 6 CDs. She gave me some money. So I can have me some what?
Loot.
Some loot. I can have me some coffee. I can have me some polo. I can have me some fruit. What else can I get with my 6 CDs?
You could get you some Sobolo.
I can get some Sobolo.
You can get you some biscuits.
I can get some biscuits.
Some chocolate.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
you know,
it's enough for chocolate.
It's definitely enough for a little chocolate. So, yeah, 3 years. Do it seem like it? You remember when I first said to you that I love this guy in Ghana named Isaac.
I agreed with you for a minute until you said, bye, G, I'll be back.
When I went for the actual
when you
wedding.
It was like,
Yeah.
no, my best friend is gone.
It was only 7 days.
I don't care for like 7
But Gia
years.
believes that she owns me. So the 7 days seemed like 700 days to her. And I did everything I could to make my 7 days light, but still it seemed long to her.
It seems so long because imagine your mom leaving you and you just in that house with your grandma.
I don't see the problem. But
I do.
You know, there's Mr. Clean and there's Mrs. Clingy. You're Mrs. Clingy. So I don't see the problem. Anyway. 3 years, don't it seem fast to you?
It does seem fast.
Yeah.
I mean, life goes fast.
Does it?
Very fast.
Some years go slow. Some periods go slow. When it was approaching my birthday, I felt like I just said that. I felt like 2021 went really, really, really fast. Well, yeah, it's been 3 years. So you met him and you knew him from online.
Yeah.
And then you came and you anchored with his family and then you anchored with him. And what would you say is the difference?
Well, I'd say the difference from him and his family are very, very far away. Because, first of all, your family is nicer than you. How can your family be nicer than you? I mean, okay, you're walking past and you see you don't show up at things.
Well, he used to.
He used to.
But there's something about complacency, folks getting comfortable. It's not good.
At all.
And I don't agree with it, but yeah. Although the community gives him an excuse. When I go to Grandma Vic's, which is his aunt or, sister in terms of family definition, sometimes he won't go anymore because he says when he goes over there, they beg from him. And he's not talking about Grandma Vic, he's talking about the general Timma Newtown community. So instead of simply saying no, or not now, or not today, he's used that as an excuse to skip some things, and it actually has hurt their feelings some, and Gia doesn't like that.
At all.
And she lives with them during the week because that's where she goes to school. And her sister mom is his niece, Susie, who is, my sweetheart. And so she gets a direct pulse on what that does to their feelings and whether or not he crushes their heart.
Okay,
so that's one crime.
That's one crime.
Okay, give me a misdemeanor. There's crimes and there's misdemeanors. Give me a misdemeanor.
I'd say he likes his family, but he don't like his
What does he feel for you? Because we had this whole thing at the beginning where you spent a whole year through the phone calling him Isaac, and
Yeah.
then he let you know here that what you was doing was disrespectful after he never said anything. Okay, and then you all came to a medium. Y'all met in the middle, and now you call him
Mr. Isaac
Mr. Isaac, and it seems to have
vanished.
yeah,
But
the tension there is gone.
but I still don't agree with calling him Mr. Isaac, because I'm from a different country. When it's his stepdad, usually sometimes you can call them by their name. It don't really affect you.
Well, but you have to respect the culture here. You don't hear anybody calling him anything but Bruh Isaac or, Sir Akbosu. You don't hear it. So I actually have been proud of you that you made the adjustment because we know that, yeah, that we're a little bit more relaxed
Yeah,
in the U.S.
and also I didn't want to call him dad because some people got angry. They was like, why don't you call him dad? Why don't you call him your father? I was like, no, because I have my natural father and I have my dad. I respect the two of them at a high level where this dude is just like...
He's not a dude. Don't be so rude. But I get what you're saying.
Where it just feels like it goes
like
somewhere. Like I'm betraying it.
Yeah.
It's like how you felt with your sister.
Yeah, it took me a long time to be able to call any other woman sister. I'm a drive-by survivor. My sister was killed in '82 when she was 8 in a drive-by, and we were together. And when people just kind of toss that sister stuff out, I just leave it, And I know what they mean by it, but I still have moments where I struggle because I just think that some things need to be sacred. And I used to feel like I was betraying her, like I was replacing her by calling this girl sister who wasn't my authentic sister.
Yes.
Now I understand that it's more of a loving term of endearment, and so I've changed my mind on that. I still don't just toss it around loosely because I see people just walk up to anybody, hey sis, is this where they selling, ice cream at? It's like, no,
That's
I'm not your sister.
sister.
But they might be selling ice cream, so I get you. But listen, we've stayed here, and you all have gotten over arguing about sachet water bags, cleaning up. Isaac's latest thing that irks Gia is he'll sometimes look at me and say, when are you going to start teaching her to cook in the kitchen? You're not teaching her to cook, like when because I don't like nobody in the kitchen with me when I'm cooking because I learned that he's the type of person that is a control freak. So he'll stand there and stare at you and see what you're doing and have an opinion. And I have none of that. Like I've been a wife. I've had my own home, my own kitchen, my own stuff. You're not my supervisor. You're not going to dictate anything to me. So he has learned to respect that because I'll leave all of it. But he's recently challenged us, and I said, listen, I'm not a domestic mother. If you're trying to get me to teach her how to make fufu and all this stuff that these other women do brilliantly with their daughters, it's never going to happen. What she's learning is she's learning the things that you learn when you have an intellectual mom, when you have a career mom, when you travel. My daughter has traveled the world. She's been to, in her 11 years in life, she's been to South Africa, Uganda, Tanzania, and Ghana. She's experienced various language, foods, cultures. She is well-rounded in terms of theater and dance and music. I've invested in any craft that she's had, and now she's excited about drawing. She has her own sewing machine. She's had that since she was like 5 to learn how to sew. Like, I'm giving her something different. So it's not better than these other moms. She got some stuff she can cook.
I could cook rice.
Kinda.
I could cook spaghetti.
She make a hell of a bowl of cereal.
Mom!
She can't cook nothing. She barely can boil water.
Wait.
Okay, let me hear that.
Wait. I can also make gari and groundnut.
Yeah, you can make gari. You can make groundnut. Although your gari that time was ridiculously.
It was ridiculous.
Too much.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
And I can make cake.
Well, here's the thing. I think each woman is a different role model for her daughter, and she's giving her something different. I've had to really correct him on that. no, we're not going to be the mother and daughter that cooks in the kitchen. If you're looking for that type of woman, you have to go find someone else. It's not me. Anybody that gets with me knows I'm not a domestic. I'm actually someone that is very kind of, artistic. I'm an artist. I'm a writer. I'm a big thinker, big dreamer. I'm a grassroots activist. I'm an education specialist. So those type of women don't necessarily be in the kitchen cooking nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm also not, I also can whip up a mean, the 6 or 7 dishes I cook, she'll tell you, I can cook.
They're delicious.
Yeah,
You lick
I'm
the
chubby
plate.
for a reason.
You
Okay.
lick the plate.
So we've gotten past those things, because I can tell you, merging with a family, merging with him has not been as easy as it seemed, because through online, he was very charming, very patient. He listened well, but in person, he actually is
the semi-Grinch.
well, and sometimes, yeah, and he kind of turns into Mary Maid. Like, he'll wake up and just decide, like, no, I can't walk out the door till this place is clean. It's like, okay,
Sir. And he's the bath police.
Yeah, have you bath?
Have you bath?
Have you bath? It's like, come on now, I'm grown. I know how to wash up. I know how to wash up. So these are just some of the silly things that we've had to get humps we've had to get over. That when people are merging and building a family with someone that you never think about, and it absolutely gets on your nerves. So it's been 3 years, but then there's some other good stuff that has happened. And I do consider that acquiring the extended family I've acquired is absolutely a blessing. I love Grandma Vic, Susie, Eric. Those are my absolute favorites. Yeah. And then I take everybody else, and his mom. Yeah. His mom has been extra good to me. And listen, some of these people can barely speak English, and we managed to make it happen. So anytime you have any love with the extended family, I think that's really, really good. That's whether you coming overseas or not, because sometimes in your own country, y'all can't stand each other. So that's nice. And they adore her. Now, those are her people.
I remember one time I got in trouble with one of Susie's brother, Prince. And Grandma Vic was the main, she was like the main bodyguard. She was like, it's gonna be fine. You didn't do anything wrong. If she wouldn't be there, I'd be hanging by my neck.
He was gonna get you?
Oh, I was gonna have to move out.
Oh, so you had an advocate, you had somebody to protect you.
Yes.
I recently have started really building a deeper bond with Grandma Vic, leaning on her, with Wonderland's Naturals. She's at the market almost every day except for the weekends. She used to even be up there weekends. And I go to her for so much to make sure I get quality, red palm oil, not diluted, because they do have some people here in this country that will actually put paint in it to fake it in order to make a sale. To get my black palm kernel oil, to get my fish powder, my shrimp powder. Even with the shrimp powder, sometimes they'll take sawdust, they'll put sand in there. Sometimes they leave the sand in there. They don't clean it well.
Really?
Yeah, and sometimes they mix shrimp powder with fish powder, so you're not getting all shrimp powder. And when I go through Grandma Vic, I'm confident that what I'm getting is really, really good. I can get my Percocet grind. I can get my Agushi and my Agushi powder. These are all things that I sell on Wonderland's Naturals. And when I'm offering people these products, I want them to be of the highest quality, because Ghana can give it to you. They can give you the absolute best. But that doesn't stop people who are trying to make a sale, and they're trying to stretch it and get more for their bang for their buck, doing sort of, non-decent things. Yeah. So I go to her, and I've been able to lean on her. Susie can talk to her mom, and and then she even has gotten strong enough to link with me on the WhatsApp, and so she talks in a little bit of English and what's hers? Adonwe?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
she's both Adon and Gun. They switch, they go mixed together.
And so she speaks. She doesn't speak Pidgin. She speaks like both languages, and I have to have Isaac translate. But I love it. And she told Gia, she said, I really want to sit and talk with your mom.
She always be begging me. She'd be like, Gia, teach me how to speak English. Gia, teach me. I'd be like, You don't need to learn from me. As long as you be in the house with me and I be talking to you every day, this is the same way I pick up you, you pick up me.
Yeah. So she's getting stronger. She gave me waist beads, and she measured, and I've been wearing them. I've had my waist beads on about 3 months now. She measured me. She these were some of her own beads, and she rebeaded them and stretched them and got them for me. I didn't think I would like it because they really actually don't take off the waist beads. They keep them on,
Yeah.
and you wear them, and you're really not supposed to show them. They're not
No,
actually. People wear them and
not.
they display them, but you're not supposed to. And she taught me how to put them on, where you can keep them on. It's something very simple. You just lather your body up, and then,
Then while the soap is on your body, you just quickly put it on.
Yeah, you put them on, then when you rinse, they'll settle where they're supposed to settle. So, I think I'm just like the cutest thing with my little waist bead. Got my little waist bead.
I don't have mine. So.
And it was a gift from my in-law. It was absolutely from her heart, and that touches me. So I could not have met that amazing family without having met Isaac. His mother, what is it? I didn't say Nye. It shouldn't be Nye. How you say it?
I can't get it in my head.
Well, his mother is my goat herder. So she's been raising goats forever. I decided to start a goat project. I have several of my friends who have all purchased female goats, and all of our goats were pregnant. So yeah, she's been doing it. So yeah, and goats are of great value in this country, especially the female goat. In fact, you don't even eat her.
No, you
what
don't
you
eat her.
is,
You eat
is
the
the
male
male goat. So she's my goat herder. And before she became my goat herder, she had slid me a letter a couple of years ago. And she told me that she used to be the medicine woman. She would walk and pass out the medicine and do this and that. And she just got too old for it. She just, she couldn't handle it. And she asked would I support her with a water project. She wanted a water tank. And she wanted to be able to sell water in order to sustain herself. And I did fundraise and come up with the money, part my money, part fundraise money. And we got her a tank, and she has been self-sustaining and also helping the community for a couple of years now. And I'm very proud of that effort because water is life, and water is a real challenge here. And she's out in Lilonia.
Lilonia where salt.
Yeah, that's the salt harvesting village.
So it's very hard to get actual water.
Well, you can get the water, but it got the salt, so you can't really drink it.
Yeah.
And then they've been going through a super dry spell. So what they really need is a borehole, and where with reverse osmosis, where the salt is extracted from the water. That's what they really need. I'm not ready for that project, but maybe one day. But for now, they have a huge tank, and she already had the lines connected. So yeah, they're able to sell water. Oh, I see our phone overheating, Jiabu. So we're going to wrap this up. But yes, I'm coming up on my anniversary. Isaac and Gia have managed to become friends on some level. We love our extended family. And so we'll tell you how the festivities and celebration go with the marriage. Anything else?
Nope. We'll be signing up. Bye.